Hello, everyone. This is Randy Nunez, your host on Between the Chalk Lines. Our weekly wrap up is actually going to be a more or less season wrap up of Major League Baseball's leaders in almost all the offensive categories going into the last month of baseball. Average, OPS, stolen bases, home runs, you name it, it's probably in this list that I have in my hand right now. Um, I'll also tell you my final predictions for the American League and National League MVP award winners for this year, the 2024 season. And I will also give you my prediction as well for the 2024 World Series winner of the season. So look out for that at the end of the video. Just wanted to remind everyone, if you haven't already, there's over 100 comments on the Jackson Holliday signed Origins 2023 Panini card. It's numbered to 199. It's here on my desk, ready to get mailed out. I just need to get us a winner. So if you go to the Instagram, just look up Between the Chalk Lines on Instagram. You'll find the profile. The big red, logo. It's not hard to find. Uh, the second post recently is the Jackson Holiday card. If you comment on it, if you like it, and you follow the Instagram profile, you'll be eligible to win. I will be spinning that wheel on this weekend's Sunday's 60-second segment. So try saying that 6 times fast. Sunday's 60 seconds will announce the winner on September 1st, this Sunday. Without any further ado, we'll get into the league leaders or the stat leaders as far as Major League Baseball going into the last month of baseball. And then I'll give you my predictions for MVP award and the World Series. Starting off with average, batting average. This is both American League and National League mixed together. So just so you know ahead of time, if you hear the National League name in here and American League name there, it's all baseball. Best of the best. Bobby Witt Jr. is leading all of baseball as of Friday the 30th, going into this morning, with a 344 average with Kansas City Royals. Second behind him in New York Yankees pinstripes is Aaron Judge with a 333 average. Behind him in third place is the Toronto Blue Jays first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hitting 324. And in fourth place, you have Houston Astros Yoran Alvarez, designated hitter and right fielder, I believe, or left fielder. I know it's left or right, but mainly DH, hitting 313. And then fifth place, always will just go to top five, or if there's any ties, tied for top five. Marcell Ozuna hitting 308, the Atlanta Braves. So you have four American League at the top, and then fifth is National League as far as batting average. Going into today, Friday the 30th, for August. And then again, like I said, one more month, and then end of the season comes. Home runs for Major League Baseball. You have Aaron Judge with 51 home runs as of Friday 30th, going to today. It's just crazy. I know he hit in the 50s, like 52, 53, in 2017 as a rookie, I think it was. It was crazy. And then in 21 or 22, he hit the 62, 63 home runs and broke the American League home run single season record and won MVP for that year. So Yankees, first place for home runs. Dodgers, you know who's going to come up here? Shohei Ohtani, who just this past weekend, Friday I believe it was, joined the 40-40 club with his 40th home run. He now has 42 home runs and has, well, I'll tell you his stolen bases later on. But yeah, he has 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases. He'll probably end up with more. If he gets the 50-50 mark, he'll be the first and only person to hit 50 home runs and steal 50 bases in a single season. Um, Third place, a name that most people probably wouldn't anticipate from the Orioles, and the only Orioles name that will come up in this list is Anthony Santander with 38 home runs. Just to throw a loop in the trivia there for you. And then tied for fourth place are Atlanta's Marcell Ozuna with 37 and New York Yankees outfielder Juan Soto with 37 as well, in fifth place with tied for fourth. So here's your top guys. You have all American League except for Shohei Ohtani. He's hitting strictly as DH this year. We'll see if next year and following years he continues to pitch. A lot of people are having doubts of whether or not he can still pitch well and pitch without getting hurt. We don't know. Going on into the RBI leaders, and this is, you got to keep in mind, Triple Crown here. Marcell Ozuna is looking to try and win the Triple Crown in National League, and that could possibly take away chances from Ohtani of winning the Most Valuable Player award National League. So Ozuna's already got the best average National League. He's got the most home runs in the National League besides Ohtani. He's just 5 away. And then we'll see in the RBI category here, New York Yankees Aaron Judge again is leading all of baseball with 123 runs batted in as of Friday, 30th of August, 2024 morning, going into today's games. Second place, a name that, again, most people probably wouldn't think about, Jose Ramirez of the Guardians has 104 RBIs. And let me tell you, after this, it goes into double digits. Those are the only two guys that have triple digits as far as RBIs in all of baseball. Only two guys. Judge, Ramirez. Both in teams that are fighting for playoff spots. Third place, Atlanta Braves outfielder Marcell Ozuna with 98 runs batted in. So he's got the most RBIs in National League. He's got the highest batting average, and then he's just a handful away from tying Shohei Ohtani in National League for home runs. Will he do it? Well, I'll let you know in a few minutes here. After Ozuna, it gets to another name that you probably wouldn't have thought. Vinny Pasquantino of the Royals has 97 RBIs. After him, we have a three-way tie for fifth place. It's Shohei Ohtani, Juan Soto, and Bobby Witt Jr. all have 95 RBIs going into today, Friday the 30th of August, 2024. The second to last month of the season. Probably going to end up, all three of those guys, if they don't get hurt, granted, will end up with over 100 RBIs. Aaron Judge could possibly end up with 135, 140, 150 RBIs, maybe. We don't know. We'll see. It's crazy. OPS. OPS is a crazy stat for me. I love it. It kind of just gives you the best of all of these, average, on base percentage, all that good stuff. Aaron Judge is leading all of baseball. The 1,198 OPS. So 1.198 OPS is unfathomable. It's insane. It's crazy. Any word that you can think of to use for that. Just put it into this. To put it into context, an 800 OPS is considered elite. Over 1100 OPS is probably going to be considered MVP status. He's definitely MVP talk. Behind him, his fellow outfielder in right field, Juan Soto, has a 1.011 OPS, over 1,000 OPS. Again, I have to stress this point. Over 1,000 OPS will put him into the MVP talks. And then third place, Kansas City's Bobby Witt Jr. has 1,000.909 OPS. Crazy. Again, MVP talk. Three guys here: Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Bobby Witt Jr., all considered for the MVP award at the end of the year. Fourth place, Shohei Ohtani, 990 flat. Fifth place, Yordan Alvarez, 963 OPS for Houston in DH spot and left field, right field. Either position he can play. I think he plays mostly right field. When Tucker went out, most of the time before that he was playing left field, I believe. Stolen bases. This is an interesting stat because it doesn't really require power. Obviously, just your speed. Not surprised here. Ellie De La Cruz, rookie, 61 bags stolen going into Friday the 30th of August. 61. He's the only guy on this list, top 5 in all baseball, with 60 plus bags. He's the only guy with 50 plus bags. Going to second, you have Shohei Ohtani with 42. Tied for third, Jose Caballero of the Rays, the only Tampa Bay Ray player listed on all these stats, with 37. Tied with Milwaukee's Bryce Terang, infielder, with 37. And then tied for fifth is Kansas City's, another name that you probably won't know of or won't see again in any of these stats unless it's stolen bases or on base percentage later on. Michael Garcia with 33. And then Boston's David Hamilton, outfielder, with 33. Tied with Michael Garcia there. Going on into the second and last page of stats are hits. Who has the most hits? I'll tell you now that Aaron Judge is not in the top 5. Number 1, Bobby Witt Jr., 185 hits as of this morning. Toronto Blue Jays, right behind him with 167. It's not bad for Vlad. And not surprised here, third place, San Diego's Luis Arias. He's a hit machine with 166. So just one behind Vladimir. Boston's Jarren Duran. I didn't expect to see him in this list with 162. But then again, he was an all-star. And I should give credit where credit is due. Jarren Duran is a better player than I expected. His name pops up again in the next list. We'll see where he is there. And then in fifth place, Jose Altuve of the Houston Astros, 158 hits total. Going on to doubles. We're moving on to the extra base hits here. Doubles. Alec Bohm of the Phillies has 44 total, leading all majors. Jarren Duran, I just mentioned, Boston Red Sox, 42. Ezequiel Tovar of the Rockies, the only time the Rockies are mentioned in this list at all, has 40 doubles. Kansas City Royals. Bobby Witt Jr. has 39 going into today. Again, one more month of baseball, and he'll probably be, I'm sure, 40 plus doubles. He'll grab a double this week or next week or the week after that or the week after that. You get my point. And then fifth and finally, Toronto Blue Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 38 doubles. Not bad for him as well. Not known for his speed, but 38 doubles is definitely good. He's probably hitting gaps. Triples is the last offensive category as far as hits. Triples. I did not expect to see this name at the top. The Boston Red Sox, Jarren Duran leads with 13 doubles. Behind him, the only time you'll see a Arizona Diamondback name on this list is Corbin Carroll with 12, and Bobby Witt Jr. has 11. Finally, San Francisco Giants. Again, the only time you'll ever see a Giant on this list so far. Mike Strumpsey, outfielder for the Giants, with 9. And in fifth place, I was looking at this list of all these, numbers going into September. Ellie De La Cruz has 8. And I figured, why does he have 8 triples and not, he's not a top 5 doubles guy? I figured maybe he's taking those 8 doubles out of his list and turned those just into triples because the guy is insanely fast. If you look at his sprint speed on Savant, Baseball Savant, he's top tier sprint speed guy. I think he's a 99th percentile, one of the fastest guys on earth as of today in baseball. And finally, walks. I know this is a kind of overlooked stat in a lot of people's stat line going into the end of the season, but walks are a big thing. And especially when I read off these first 2 names, you'll understand why I say that. Number 1 in walks is New York Yankees Aaron Judge with 110 free passes. 110. That is one of 2 guys that has triple digits in free passes. Right behind him is Juan Soto with 109. Just imagine if those 110 times he wasn't walked and he was actually picked to or pitched to, he got a home run or a double or an RBI to add to his already crazy list of feats that he's done. Aaron Judge and both Juan Soto, guys that are going to be talked to about in the MVP race for the American League. Third place in walks is Phillies Kyle Schwarber, DH and outfielder, with 93. And this is the last time you're going to see anyone with 90 plus walks in all baseball, as the Cubs outfielder Ian Happ has 70 flat. And then New York Mets and Los Angeles Dodgers have guys tied for 5th place, and Brandon Nimmo and Shohei Ohtani at 69 free passes. That was a lot of talking. Sorry. Going into the predictions, American League. I mean, if you look at this list, you see in top 2, or number 1, Aaron Judge, Bobby Witt Jr., Juan Soto leads in none of these offensive categories. He's number 2 a lot of the time, or number 3. I mean, a 333 average going into last month. I don't think he'll hit any lower than 300, but Bobby Witt Jr. with a 344, you can't hit lower than like 320, 330 going into 1 month of baseball left. Aaron Judge, number 2 in average, number 1 in home runs, number one RBIs, number one OPS, number one in walks, and then just the power there with the 50 plus home runs, might get to 60 again. The 1100, almost 1200 OPS. If he gets to 1200 OPS, gets to 60 home runs, and then gets to 140 or 150 RBIs, I think Aaron Judge, you can safely say now, has the MVP in the bag. National League, it's a little bit different as far as things go because he's not even a top average hitter. Marcell Ozuna has that title. He is top in home runs, but Ozuna is only 5 away. If he gets into the 50-50 club, and I mean, he gets to 1,000 OPS or better. Even the 990 that he has right now is MVP worthy. Marcell Ozuna is not a top 5 OPS guy, but Ozuna, if he beats somehow, if he sneaks out the home runs and Ohtani slips and Ozuna gets the Triple Crown, I think he'll sneak out that MVP board, possibly. But as of today, going into Friday, August the 30th, Shohei Ohtani is my pick for the National League Most Valuable Player Award. And then speaking of winners, I had the Atlanta Braves beating the New York Yankees in the World Series. That's my World Series right there, is New York Yankees, especially now with Soto. And the guys they have, Aaron Judge is a monster. I hate the fact that they had to effectively lean on Judge to get to the playoffs, but it is what it is, and the pitching has to pick it up. Atlanta Braves have had some unfortunate breaks here, literally and figuratively, but I think that they can still get to the playoffs, and I think that the Dodgers have had some breaks as well, and they're not even the third. Sorry, they're the third best National League team, or an overall team in the majors as of the All-Star break. When we're talking overall record. So since the All-Star break, coming back, I think the Diamondbacks have the best record going in last time I checked. And then behind them was the Padres, and then behind the Padres was the Dodgers. So the Dodgers spending almost $1 billion going into this season trying to lock up a World Series ring, a true one, in my opinion. They haven't done it, and they need to work on getting there. I don't think it's 2024 for the Dodgers. I think the Braves have enough to get to the World Series again, and I have a feeling it's going to be a real close one, either 5-2, 4-3, or I think it's going to be a 4-3, or possibly, I think it's going to go to 7 games. That's more or less my thinking is. The World Series this year will go 7 games. 4-3 is my guess for Atlanta, and the World Series will go to National League this year. They didn't get the All-Star break game. Doesn't really count anymore for home, advantage. And now it's all about the wins in, I believe, interleague play. So we'll see how that happens. And that is this week's weekly wrap up with Randy Nunez between the chalk lines. I have a new article up on our good friends at breakertoolbox.com. That is where I got the Jackson Holliday signed Origins card that's going out to a lucky winner this weekend on Sunday the 1st. Watch the really short Sunday 60 seconds spin, just a good spin of the wheel, and whoever it lands on, you'll be getting that card. So remember, like, comment, follow Instagram between chalk lines. Get a chance to win that card. And Jackson Holliday is not a bust. Goodbye.